Hey YouTube, Mike the Rinnai Guy here. How are we all doing today? I hope we all had a safe and productive week. Alright, today's video is going to be on what you need to have, say, and do prior to and during your phone call with Rinnai Tec support. Okay? So, this is what you need to have done prior to you calling and during your phone call. Alright, for starters, you need, now I will have the Rinnai Tec support number and other things down in the description below. So you have that, but you can find it on the box, you can find it on the instruction manual, you can find it online at rinnai.us. Okay, so for starters, you need to be in front of the unit. Okay, they can't help you if you're not there in front of it. The only reason that you shouldn't be in front of it is, say you got to your customer's house or you got to the repair job and you found that, I'm just gonna throw a thing out, you found that you had a cracked igniter. So you went to your truck or you went to your parts box, you grabbed the igniter, you put it in, and then you called Rinnai Tec support, say from your truck or from your next job. You tell them what you did, and then they'll give you, they'll give you a case number and a part number so you can get your part. But other than that, you need to be in front of the unit because, again, they cannot help you if you're not there. Okay, you need to have the front cover off. You need to have a multimeter with your leads, and you should have your micro leads handy, because everything that you have done prior to you calling will make the call and the diagnostic of what the problem is faster. So you have this all ready to go when the tech asks you to take certain voltage or ohm readings somewhere on the electric of the tankless. Of course, you need to have your phone. Now, I actually have this. It's called a desk call, and I keep it on my truck, and it locks my iPhone 12 right in. I keep it on top of the tankless heater, and I put my earbuds in when I have to talk to them. So my hands are now free to do what I have to do. And they have a way that they can actually send you a text, and you can then open up your phone, and then from their computer you can scan your phone and they can see what the problem is and take pictures of it too. Alright, you need to have also your manometer. Your manometer is very important. And again, you should be doing some things prior to calling tech support, so you have the information already in hand. Now, if it's an inside unit, if it's an interior unit, there's going to be the controller mounted to the front of the door. If it's an exterior unit like we have here at the demo model, the controller is inside the house. So you should have your, again, if it was a video, you should have your service MC91, I'm putting in those Sensei ones, and I keep thinking of the 195. You should have your 91 controller already with your lead and magnetized to the side of the unit so you can see what is going on. Fire the unit, pop the relief valve, see what code you're getting, and then you can start diagnosing it prior to calling. Alright, with your manometer, you're going to need to have your leads. You need to have your leads that go into the manometer. You're going to need one lead with the 1/8 inch by serrated, so that you can put it into the older style. Make sure you have your 3/16 Allen key So you undo your plug. Of course, your gas was off prior. You thread on your, you thread on your manometer, and you have it attached to your manometer, the hose onto your manometer. The other way is on the newer models, you need to have your Phillips screwdriver to take off the screw and then put on your cup test port. And then this one will be attached to your manometer. So have this stuff ready. So, you know, when you call Rinnai Tech support, they tell you to be in front of the unit with a Phillips screwdriver, a multimeter, and your manometer. But you're also going to need your tools. You're going to need other things too. Again, you're going to need 3/16 Allen key wrench if you have the older style test ports. And see, even here in the manifold to check your high-low gas fire, you have that same Phillips screw that with the cup. All right. Now, when you get to your job, try to get as much information as you can so that you can then feed the Rinnai Tec exactly what has gone on. So I have a paper that actually has, and I'll go grab it in a minute. I actually left it inside, but it's right on the other side of the door. I actually have a paper that has the people's address, the phone number, the date, and then I have a model, a serial number, a case number, yada, 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 and I have it all down. You know, if you're getting like a code 12 or a code 11, check your incoming gas pressure. Write that down. So put your manometer on, turn it on, turn your gas on, and read what it is. Write down, is it 8.5, is it 3.2, 5.6? Know your incoming gas pressure, because that right away the tech can tell you that there's a problem by your gas pressure. All right, so you can remove the front cover. The cover should be off. It's not going to void your warranty by you removing the front cover, putting it on the side, and having this ready. So basically, this is my setup for an exterior unit. My multimeter, my manometer, of course my leads would be on, and you know the gas is right here, so this inlet gas port is right here underneath it. That would be on. I would already have my incoming gas pressures. I'd have my controller on. Now, let me just move this. Where is your model and serial number? Well, on some of the units, you're going to have the model number right here on the bottom of the front door. So we have an RL75, but it just says RL75. It doesn't say what gas it is. Well, on units, see right here, it says LPG. So this is liquid propane gas. Or it would say NAT, natural gas. I'm going to move this, so I just don't want this stuff falling. Right there is your model number, and there's your serial number. There's also an REU number. Write that number down. You may need it. So your serial number, your newest serial numbers will be 2 letters, a dot, 2 letters, a dash, and then 2, 4, 6 numbers. Some of the older models may just be a bunch of numbers, but it'll always be 2 of something, a dot, 2 of something, a dash, and then numbers. But all the new ones, see, this is JD.CA-, 045254. RL75E, we know it's propane, and if you go up to here on the pressures, it says propane gas up here. You won't see it because I need to move this up just a hair. There we go. So right here, you have your gas pressures. You have your maximum, your minimum. It tells you the propane. Gives you, so you have your maximum input, 180,000, your minimum input, your maximum inches of water column at 13.5, and 8.0 is your minimum for, in the pressure. Okay? So that is where you're in. Now, there is also more. Let me spin this back around here. And let me put this down so we don't kill ourselves. All right, let me just zoom this back out. Okay. Man, actually, I should have left it. Sorry about that, Rinnai Land. Okay, you see this white sticker right here? That white sticker right there has an REU number and the serial number. On some of the other units, they have the sticker down here on the bottom. So it's down right here. That's where the sticker is. It'll tell you what the model, the serial number and that REU number. All right, give me 1 second because I'm unprepared. Sorry about that. All right, so this is my clipboard that I bring in to every job, and I have, let me find it. Okay, this is an example of one that I already wrote out. Okay, you see, I have my name, Rinnai, I have the people's address, I have the model, serial number, the case number, what code I got, what part, and then notes. So that is an example of my sheet. This comes to every single job, even if I do a service. So if I run vinegar through, I still bring one of them in. So let's set this up once more, just to show you your multimeter, your manometer, your hoses will be underneath here. If it's an external unit, put your controller on. Of course, if it's an internal unit, have your controllers on the front. Now, things that you might want to look at. All right, you go to a job and there is no code. So if there's no code and there's nothing happening to the unit, but water is flowing, you know, it's your water servo valve. So you can pretty much diagnose that. There could be trash in the turbine that's not making it spin, and it won't tell the unit to turn itself on. You can check voltage going to the unit. You can make sure that the plug down below has power to it. If it's an interior unit and it could be plugged into a garage outlet, that garage might be on a GFI. Check the GFI. Make sure, you know, if you have no power, check that. So there's things that you want to do, and again, write everything down on that paper or just on your service ticket. Write it down so that you can give all that information to Rinnai Tech Support so that when you get them on the phone. Now, sometimes you might, you know, they might be very busy. Just be patient with them. They have, you know, they get a lot of calls. It's a very popular tankless. So, and especially what has gone on in Texas, they're getting thousands of calls. Just be patient with them. what they'll prompt you is to, the actual phone system will read your phone number and say, do you want to be called back on this number? You press 1. They used to ask you for your name, but I don't think they do that anymore. And then it'll say a Rinnai service tech will call you as soon as they're available. And they said bye-bye, and then you just wait for a phone call back from Rinnai Tec. I always, when I have to call, and whether I get them right away or they have to call me back, when I get that phone call back, I always say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Rinnai. You know, I don't know who it is, but, you know, they could have had a hard day. Just be patient with them. They're really good, they're really smart, and they will help you. It's just a matter of just having some patience to wait for them if they have to call you back. And like I said, they most likely will, and they will call you back. All right, so that's pretty much, you know, you want to check, like, you know, check check if you don't have gas pressure here, you know, make sure that the utility, the propane tank is full, that there's nothing wrong with the gas meter, that they didn't lock the gas off. I've had that where I walked up, nothing's happening, I've got no gas. Oh my God, they locked the people's gas off. Or they just bought the house and they didn't realize they never had natural gas and they didn't unlock the meter. So there's things that you can do and troubleshoot on your own prior to you calling them, or you may not have to call them. Again, and I stress this, very important, this piece of paper, this instruction manual on steroids, which you will find, and of course this one's missing, but you'll find it right here in this packet on every single tankless, Rinnai tankless heater. You will find this piece of paper, which gives you parts, which gives you the controller, diagnostic codes, gas pressure, dip switch settings, wiring diagram, and it's all folded up nice and neat. Of course mine's not, because I keep mine out like this, but it's all folded up just like this, and you always get that controller out front, and it's sitting there inside of that packet. Again, excuse me for my eyes still going up. It's the new rig, and the monitor I did lower, but I'll eventually get it. Okay, YouTube. I hope this was helpful. Again, be in front of the unit, have the front cover off, have your magnetic tray, have your little phone holder, or so wherever you're going to put your phone, have the earbuds, put them in your ears so your hands are free, have your Phillips screwdriver, your tools, your multimeter, your manometer. If it's an exterior unit, disconnect the 2 wires from the interior controller, put your exterior controller on, because, you know, you can actually hit the on-off button and it will give you the last diagnostic code. So that's also helpful to tell the Rinnai Tec. Just say, for argument's sake, I'm just going to throw a number, you got code 12. Well, you can see that it might have had 7 code 12s. In the last codes, the last 7 codes were 12. I'm just throwing that out. So have all that, have that on that paper, and your experience with them will be quite pleasurable. Okay? All right, YouTube. Again, I'll have the 1-800 number right down in the description below. If you have a question, now with me, if you send me a comment, please also put it in an email. I'm still having problems receiving some of my comments. I mean, I receive them, but I can't answer them. But when you send me the message, however, include your model and serial number, and approximately, you don't have to give me your address, just tell me what state you live in, because that determines things that I will go through my head prior to me calling you or you calling me. So have that information in the either the comment or in the email, and I'll get back to you. If you want a Rinnai Guy sticker, just email me. And again, my email is in every single comment in the comment section. In the description section, it's all down there. So just email me with your mailing info, and we'll mail you out a sticker. All right, YouTube. I really appreciate all of the new subscribers. I must have gotten about close to 2,000 new subscribers. I'm like really blown away by it. Thank you very much. And thank you for all of those comments. My God, some of you guys are just, and ladies, are just amazing at what you have written. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm glad that I could be of help, especially to all of you in Texas. Okay? You all be safe out there, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.